Man, that was perfectly timed.
Coordinated.
Back to the convo we had before we had to troubleshoot the buzzing situation that was going down over here. What is it, Jay? And you said it before, and I think it's because you're a musical mind. You go after 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Why are you 1, 2, 3, Len Words?
Because of Mark Set Go when I'm racing. When I was a kid, we race on the
But
street.
that's different though. That's Mark Set Go.
It's the same. Like the point is to do it at the
That's
same
why you always
time.
lost your races, Jay. You were
wanna
going a
start-
second
yeah.
after everybody else,
Y'all
man.
cheating, motherfucker.
1, 2, 3, go! Hey, you cheated!
That's why Jay never brought home none of those little banners for track and field day. Remember them
Field
little
day?
joints?
Oh yeah, boy. We
bro,
were
that was the
killing
best time
field
of
day.
school, bro.
Field day was the best day of the
Nah,
year.
you guys
man.
called it field day or track and field?
No, we called it field day.
Ours was track and field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had field day. Field day was the best. Yeah.
Bro, what was your favorite thing that you did on track and field?
50-yard dash.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
dog.
I was in the nerdy group at my my elementary school, and the nerds had their own like set of athletes that we were actually just as good as the other kids.
Yeah, you're just nerds.
But they treated us different because we were in the smart kids class.
Because you had glasses and you made A's? What a
I didn't
nerd.
have glasses. I didn't have glasses.
Ooh,
but
so you were just like accepted and you weren't full nerd then?
we didn't wear the uniform like that. We were just smart kids. Yeah. And man, playground, it was another matter. But then field day was when they would actually like in gym, they would put your names up, who was number 1 in the school. So softball throw, 50-yard dash, tug-of-war when it came to like the
Yo, the
groups.
tug-of-war was it too, right?
Yeah,
bro, that's how you
bro.
like, bro, that's how you got your, you know what I'm saying? Your thing
We
off
beat-
real
when we-
quick, bro.
When we were in the 4th grade and we beat them 5th graders, boy, that was a moment.
Yeah, bro.
You got a pizza party, dog.
Right.
Bro,
Tug-of-war was like real
do
beef.
you guys remember climbing the ropes in gym, bro?
Oh yeah, had to climb the rope and touch the
Yup.
yeah.
They don't
Get
do
all
that
the way
anymore.
up to
No.
the no hell no.
They don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
They should, man. They really
Yeah,
should.
well, yeah, bro. It's survival of the fittest, dog.
Yeah. Oh, the chin ups too. And we we
Yeah.
used to
yeah.
have to do how many chin ups you could do.
Yeah.
You had to go across the monkey bars. Who could do the fastest like that? Yeah.
That's-
we did all.
What about
that.
the baton races where you had to hand it off?
We didn't
We didn't
because
do
we
that.
didn't
You guys
have
didn't do that?
because we didn't have a full size track. We had softball fields, baseball fields. We had a playground. We had a big open area where we played football. Smear the queer is what we were playing. But y'all know what it was.
We do. Yeah. I mean, bro, that game was crazy. That was that was a separator right there, dog. That game, man,
That was
bro.
the one,
People
yeah.
crayon, broken arms.
I broke a kid's arm. Yeah, I
Listen,
sure
bro.
did, man.
You know how you fix a broken arm? Throw some dirt on that shit and walk it off, bro.
I felt so bad.
Throw
man.
some
I
dirt
felt so
on
bad,
that
too.
shit and walk it off. I just naturally assumed. I just threw shots at Jay out the gate that he didn't get no track and field things.
Did you
bro.
guys have a field
What
day?
a dickhead I am, bro.
Well,
What was your favorite one?
What do you mean?
Your favorite
Like,
event in
event.
track and field day?
Oh, like I said, the baton.
baton?
Bro, that was because nobody could keep up with me when I was running, bro. And
Oh, it's like that?
yeah,
This man was Forrest Travis.
Yeah, pretty much back in my younger days.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, they wanted me to run for when I was in high school, but I didn't have the GPA because I just
bro,
wasn't.
Damn, you
going.
was fucking up that early.
I was, bro. Yeah, I was, dog. I wasn't.
At least he got his shit together, though. I'm over
He
here,
did.
the one that ain't graduated. Diabolical deeds. This man
Bro,
got his shit together,
I-
graduated.
I took so many classes my senior year, bro. I had a full day schedule, full night
Really?
schedule, and I had
Oh,
I
wow.
had workers. That's the only reason I graduated because I got 3 credits per semester to be working at like this little restaurant.
No shit.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
only, bro.
Man,
it
they gave
it
you
was a
credits for
hard-
working?
Yeah,
They just
bro.
wanted to get you the fuck out of there. They're like, let's just give this man
Bro,
credits
this
for going
dude
to
needs
work.
To get out of here. No, it was dope though.
I got some questions for Chad, man. Like, how you let your brother fall through the cracks like that?
Damn,
He
Chad.
actually he moved out to Cali.
Oh,
He was
so
living in Cali.
okay, so
He looked at him, he's like, hey, Zach, what's his name on Rocky? If he dies, he dies.
It's a cold game.
Cold game.
Damn.
Listen, you can't hold their hand all the time, Len
That's
Words.
true. That's true. Yeah,
gotta
high
learn how
school.
to swim,
Yeah,
but-
high school. Like you gotta already start having a plan, if not an idea. I hated when they used to ask, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?" They would only ask you that question, but nobody would ever be like, "How you gonna get there? How can I help
yeah.
you get there?"
No, they just
Like,
wanna know what you
yeah.
wanna be.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like we got to change that language, man. We
That's why
can't
it's
just.
time a motherfucking hustler.
There you go.
better
See, and
ask
now,
somebody.
Better ask somebody.
and I hope that was enough time for you, YouTube algorithm, because we
Yeah.
were trying to not
We were trying to
curse.
be nice, but I just dropped a motherfucker, so let's go.
Hey, we're 6 seconds after 5 minutes.
What
bro.
were we?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it works. Maybe it
Bang.
works.
We about to find out.
5:06.
If this pod hits its first 3K views in 24 hours, it worked, fellas.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, bro. Track and field was always an event. That was the best day of school, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was where like you could be like, that was the flex zone, dog.
Yeah.
Like you ain't on my level, son.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see if you guys did it, because I did. Did you guys ever do that? It's a giant rainbow thing, and everyone grabs a corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, come on.
yeah.
Everybody did the you didn't do the parachute
do the
thing,
parachute?
Landwords?
Nah.
Man, they
We did
just
not.
they didn't have you do no fun stuff in Detroit, dog.
No, we had
Fuck.
plenty of fun stuff.
You
We were
didn't do
racing
the
up and down the
parachute-
street.
You didn't do the parachute joint in gym. You guys all hit underneath it, and it was like one big
Oh,
bubble.
yeah, when we were like we were
Yeah.
very, very young.
I don't think
Like
they were doing it in high
kindergarten.
school. You weren't doing it in
Well,
high school. were you?
no.
Okay.
No.
Not us.
Imagine all right, seniors. Get this big parachute. Let's all sit together.
Hey, low key, those are pretty fun, man. Have you ever had a chance to jump into those big fireman pits, like the joints that they?
Oh, yeah,
inflate
that
outside?
shit's fun
Like,
as
those
hell.
are actually kind of fun.
That's why I like going to like the like trampoline parks and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Those are fun as hell, bro.
Do you get out to these?
Every now and then,
Yeah.
bro. Nothing
What's your favorite
crazy.
one?
I can't even remember. It's one that's close by my pad.
Low key, the one that's off of San Mateo, that's just nestled in over there by.
Oh, Cool Springs.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's the one
That
that-
one
that's
with the
the one-
basketball hoop.
that's the one that's
that
close by
one's
the pad.
fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like that one's fun. The other one is a little too crowded for me.
Well, man, some of
Yeah.
those kids over there are some little fucking shitheads too,
They
bro.
are.
I be seeing them kids pushing people into the pits and shit. Watch me go kick a little kid real quick that's wilding out. If I see a bro, what do they say? It takes a village.
Yeah.
If I see a little kid there pushing little kids into the pit, ain't no parents around, dog.
Yeah.
Man, watch me go.
Yeah.
Push a little kid into the pit.
Push that
Right.
kid into the pit.
Right.
He gotta
Exactly.
learn, bro. He
Yeah.
gotta learn. He can't be pushing these little
There's a
girls.
there's a hierarchy, and if
Yeah,
he wants to,
man.
and if he wants to rock like that, then so be it.
If
Yeah,
there's
it's just like-
always one little
but you're
tooth-
never the top of the food chain.
There's always,
Oh, dog.
for real,
Yeah,
there's
that's
always
how you learn.
one little silver tooth motherfucker there that's pushing the little girls into the ball pit, bruh. Man, body slam that little motherfucker into the ball pit.
Go brush your teeth.
Yeah, bro.
What does Kevin Hart say?
You gonna
He's
learn
like-
today.
he's like, I don't know. I panicked and I pushed him over.
For real. You gonna learn today. It takes a village. And your dad got a problem, I'll body slam that motherfucker into the ball pit too.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna intro,
Intro.
fellas. We're gonna intro. Hey, you are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James, and I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. J Trav is in the building. What's popping, Jason?
I'm chilling, brother. I'm trying to recoup after last night.
Recoup after last night. You go hard in the
Yeah,
paint?
Went hard.
Hard like this?
Hard like some old
Hard.
ass biscuits.
Like some biscuits.
Yeah.
Landwords is in the building.
Already.
What's popping, Landwords?
What's popping?
Orville
Man, what's
Redenbach.
popping? Like Orville Redenbach.
Orville
for
Redenbach
sure.
and packing.
That's how we pop.
That's how we popping.
That's all that's popping.
Episode 79. Make some motherfucking noise, Jason.
Yes. Was
God
I supposed to
damn.
count to 3 and then hit the
You were
button?
supposed to count to 4. But then after
Yeah, right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
1, 2, 3. You went.
You will lose every foot race with me doing that
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. I will smoke you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
don't know,
3. I'm
dog.
gone.
I'm kind of a big deal when it comes to,
I think I could get you in a foot race. I might not get this one.
yeah.
Listen.
I think.
I don't know if anybody's told you guys this or not. Motherfucker, I run marathons.
Okay,
you?
listen. But can you win that short distance though? Can
can.
you can?
I can.
Because I'm out of a cannon sometimes,
I can.
man. I get my knees right.
Listen.
Warmed up.
Listen, I can run a marathon, but sometimes it's me against you, right?
He's right.
I'll pop that bitch in 30 seconds if I got to, bro.
As long
The
as
next
it's not
vlog,
too.
the next vlog we're gonna have a fucking foot
A
race.
foot race, bro. To the basketball court where I break
Yeah.
ankles.
Do it.
No, run it. Can you imagine? That'd be a
Prove it.
weird
and
ass
he's gonna
vlog.
roll. He's gonna
Tell him
snap
to
his
prove
ankle
it.
on the way.
Everybody tell him to
That'd be
prove
a
it.
weird ass vlog, huh? We're just running and all of a sudden we pull to a basketball court.
Never
Hey,
is.
so we're gonna talk about some New Mexico things out the gate, bruh.
What's good? What's good?
I got wind that there is a taqueria out here running and gunning,
No hablo.
selling the fuego to the peoples and the mans in them is trying to lock them down. Okay? I heard that the Forbidden Taco, love the name, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I like to eat the Forbidden Taco multiple times. You know what I'm saying? I love it. If that's the real name, run it. I'll help you make shirts. So they're setting up and running and gunning, bruh. And they're selling, from what I hear, the asada is out this world, bruh. And it's cheap.
Okay.
We're talking $3. We're talking $2.50. Dollar in some envelopes. They got lines, right? From what I hear, the lines are moving pretty quick. But you got lines. And you got restaurant owners now that are pissed.
Not like
Really?
it.
Pissed.
Really?
Yeah. Because they have to jump through all these hoops, right? They got to keep it kosher and regulated and permitted.
Okay.
And the Forbidden Taco out here, I want to be a motherfucking hustler, bruh.
I love it.
I love it too.
Bro, I guess he has like a 6-foot flame that like just like shoots out somehow, bro.
Yup.
That's how he cooks his shit. So you can see it as you're driving by.
Yeah?
Talk about
you-
bro.
Yeah.
AdSense dollars.
Somebody's a marketing genius.
It's
right
genius.
here.
It's genius.
Somebody knows what they're doing.
So from what I hear now, though,
Yeah.
the Facebook foodie group, which I didn't know existed, right?
Yeah.
Man, they're keeping me out of the loop on all these crazy groups, right? There's another crazy Facebook group, Side Mission. It's where like all these women are bashing these dudes. It's like, have you seen this guy?
Are
we
we
dating the
dating
same guy or something?
bro?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That's man, bro. That is okay. Listen,
They're like coaching each other. They're like, no, don't do.
That's
run,
crazy.
Run. Yeah, it's crazy.
that's crazy, bro.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with what? Having a Facebook group where they're bashing on dudes and saying, "What? Let's collect the dirt on this man's."
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't need that.
No.
Yeah,
That's
like
what they're doing.
not in the effort of doxing.
Now listen,
But if they're like saying,
protect-
hey,
Yeah, they
Yes.
ain't leaving 5-star reviews.
No,
bro.
man. So I get okay. Listen, that is dope as hell if it's there to protect women from fucking weirdos.
but if it's there to
But if
protect
it's there
feelings and egos,
and they're
it's a
to
whole different
bash
thing.
and they're to bash people without them giving
Yeah,
a chance
that's
for
not
a
what I'm talking
rebuttal.
about. Yeah.
Hell no.
Because, bro, every relationship is different, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it may
Right.
not all just be about sex, but that's what happened, and then they fell apart, bro.
Yeah.
But then she's on here bashing him, or vice versa. It's like,
Damn, tell me why you're single without telling me you're single.
Hey.
It was like, sex just happens,
You know,
and then you break up.
You break
That's
up
how it
sometimes.
goes.
Listen, hey, it's
happily ever after.
My bad. My bad, your sister.
Happily ever after.
My bad, your sister was in the kitchen at 3:30, babe. Listen, sex just happens. You should talk to your sister about
I thought it
it.
was you.
Right.
Right. You guys look so much alike from behind.
You sure y'all ain't twins?
Yeah. But okay, off the side mission, back
know.
to the other Facebook
Damn.
group. So that, bro, we be doing this. Episode 79, bro. I know how to run and gun, dog. We could talk about multiple shit.
You got me talking wild, bro, out of nowhere.
Bro, I didn't
You
force
offered
you to
that.
do
You
shit,
volunteered
Jay.
that
You
shit.
volunteered that information like Mr. fucking throw
Hey,
up
hey,
on a
hey,
bitch
hey,
out
hey,
here.
hey, hey, run for your life.
So I was volunteering. All right. Where are we at again? God. Oh, okay. We're talking about the foodie groups now on Facebook. Okay. I forgot about church.
No, you won't.
Oh, that's what he's getting for his birthday.
Right.
Foodie group on Facebook.
Yes.
So that's how you're finding where where they're setting up.
Yeah.
Right. So now I guess they're trying to change the name of it to Forbidden Taco to Fugitive Taco. I'm with the Forbidden Taco, bro.
Yeah.
Stop trying to label them fugitives. What? Just because they look like us?
Right.
What?
Maybe.
What? They got to be a fugitive? Know what I'm saying? I
So-
know they ain't out here eating dogs.
So is there
That's a conversation for another time. Another side mission we won't get into yet. But let the man's hustle, bruh.
So what's the issue? Is that he's like serving like cooked food outside or
The
something?
issue
Like,
is the food's good. It's cheap. The people are loving it, and they didn't have to run through all kinds of hoops to get it popping.
Gotcha.
Well, and he's not licensed, bro. I think that's really what it is. So people keep like calling on him. So the state keeps coming and like shutting him down. So he'll just pack up and move to another corner.
Run
I
it.
mean, what's wrong with that?
Isn't that the
that's
American dream? Isn't that how this shit was built? Right?
Okay. So it's restaurant owners that are upset about this?
I guess so.
They should be doing it too. What are they doing?
They're just sitting there doing the same method, and it ain't working.
Like,
Nah.
It works in the reverse. If you have a food truck and it's popping and you're really doing well, that's when you get into like your shared space restaurant spaces, and then you get into your home brick and mortar if it's really rocking. So step it down if you ain't making your bread and you're not covering your nut. Like,
have you guys seen that? It's like that food truck place way up off of
where they all like
Central.
They all
and,
park.
Coors?
Yeah. It's like I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Bro, I was driving by the other day. That shit was jamming.
Really,
bro?
Really?
Cars all throughout that mug, bro. It was crazy. It was dope to see, actually, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
I like seeing people go get it, bro. Listen, when I pull up to a stoplight, right? And there's a homeless person there, and they're just holding a sign, right? I pay attention. I see them. I'm not looking through them. I know they're a person. But when I see someone out there holding a sign, they got waters, and they're out here selling candies and chips and shit. My dude, get it.
Brother off of Carlisle, and yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. My dude, bro, I'll buy a water. I'll usually buy a water and go hand it off to another person that's out here struggling and shit, right? Yep. But to see that type of go get it, well, bro, how you gonna hate on that? I think the only reason you hate on that is because you ain't got that. You ain't got that go get it. Let me just get my comfortable restaurant. Let's turn on the air conditioning and let's just do it regular, how everybody does it. Bro, hell nah, bro. Fuck
people
that.
Will love us.
Don't hate on mans out here hustling and grinding. Step your shit up. Maybe your fucking tacos are dry, bruh.
Or overpriced.
Or overpriced.
Like,
or racist. Maybe you got racist tacos.
Now where is he setting up?
All over.
All over. Yeah.
So people will hop in that group and be like, "Oh, we spotted him." And his
he has like
6 foot flame.
There's like 80,000 people following that page for his food, bro.
That's brilliant.
Crazy.
That's brilliant because anything that the city would do to him is not gonna overshadow the benefit of getting that name out there and getting that clientele.
You know what? Listen.
Nothing.
We're gonna use this platform right now.
You know what that reminds me? Okay.
My people, we go straight to it after, but you just gave me an idea. We're going to use our platform right now. If anybody knows homie or the crew that's involved in this or any of the people that are doing it, we trying to help them. Get them on the pod. I want to talk. Let's have a convo. You know what I'm saying? All my people, let me know. Reach out. Let us know what's cracking. I'd love to have a convo because we respect the hustle around here. We respect the connect, dog.
And a taco.
A convo and a taco.
And he's a fugitive, so we can shoot him in like that silhouette.
Yeah, bro.
Like he's a whistleblower.
And we can fuck up the voice, huh?
Yeah, distort the voice.
Now back to what you were saying.
So I got into tacos when I was 7.
It was a struggle out there. I had to run for my life. Back to what you were trying to say.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, you remember the guy, I forgot his name. Real famous artist out here, but he would paint all the rainbows off the top of the buildings. Do you remember that guy? The graffiti artist. There was a graffiti artist who would take like all the colors of the rainbow and he would just pour them over the edge of buildings.
Oh, that's sick.
And eventually he got like caught, but he would always do that on buildings that were like being built, like in that process. So the contractors and all these people were getting frustrated, pissed off, who this guy's trespassing and he's going all the way to the top and like, marking all these buildings. Man, one time I went up to the Fine Art Museum and I saw someone had done that, but it was like an exhibit. You know that exhibit that's on the inside? Like when you walk in, there's that desk. Then they have that open space right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's all that glass in those windows, and there's a little patio area. Like he was back there in that patio area painting and doing that. And I walked out there and I was like, damn, that reminds me of such and such. And he was like, yeah, that's me. They commissioned him
to do it
in the Fine Art Museum.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Because he took the initiative to just get his art out there. And people took notice and was like, yo, that's dope. We want to work with you. So I like what you do, man. I hope we can find that guy.
Yeah, bro. Closed mouths don't get fed, bro. You're just going to sit on your hands. Guess what? Yeah. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't getting shit. Out here sitting on your hands. Fuck you doing, bro? This is 2024, dog. You better get your ass up and go get it.
Yeah.
Bro, nah. I'm sorry. I ain't got no, like... I don't feel bad for people that have every single opportunity in front of them and they just ain't getting it because they're being lazy fucks.
Yeah.
Right? And, bro, to see the people at the top of the mountain always want to throw rocks at someone trying to climb that bitch, that pisses me off, too.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, he's really cutting into your profit margins that much that you're out here calling the fucking fuzz. What's wrong with you? You need to rearrange your whole situation if this man is really taking that much money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, does it suck that you got to get all these permits and have to jump through all these hoops? Fuck yeah, it sucks. Figure it out. Figure it out.
At this point, if I was losing to that guy, I'd be creating my own fake accounts and faking people out. They'd show up and be like, "Oh, it's not him." It's like, yeah, well, it's us. So you want a taco or not?
Yeah,
you hungry
real.
or not? You're here.
What's that one movie? You just reminded me of that Scott and whatchamacallit's playlist, Scott and Nora's Infinite Playlist. What's it called, Dom? You remember it?
I think that's it.
Is it Scott and Nora?
Scott and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I think that's what the title of the movie
It might not
is.
be Scott, but it's definitely Nora. You remember in that movie
Something like that.
where they're trying to find this band and they're going throughout the whole city, but then there's this other band that pretends to be that band, and they get people over there, bro, to see their set, and it's not them, bro, and then their one fan stands there. That's great marketing. It's the same thing that Soulja Boy did with 50 Cent when he was popping.
Exactly.
Soulja Boy named all his records the new 50 Cent record.
Right.
Eminem leak, and people were like, "What the fuck? This isn't 50 Cent, but this cranked ass Soulja Boy shit kind of a bop. Let me make this a ringtone." And he popped.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at what's working.
Yeah.
Figure out a way to make it work for you.
Yeah. Some rules you can bend.
Yeah, bro. Shit. Some of those motherfuckers you need to break entirely.
Yeah.
I got a problem with that type of stuff. I'm just gonna be honest. That's me, bro. Whatever masochist, whatever psychological word that you want to use for it. I tend to break some fucking rules, dog. They put a rule in front of me. No, really.
You don't say.
I don't know what it is, bro. It's just something. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't. That's a rule.
Like,
Why is that a rule?
Sure? You sure?
Why? That rule don't make sense to me, dog.
Yeah.
Let me show you what it looks like when I break it. See why it doesn't make sense? You know what I mean?
It's not that bad.
Nah, man. Bend them, break
When I
them.
break it.
Let me show you what it looks like when I break it real quick. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Shout out to homie. What else, fellas? We've had a busy week. It's been a wild week with all of the news and all the stuff, bro. Let's start with Kendrick's new record first.
Okay.
Did you listen? Len
That's the
Words.
one that was on
IG.
IG. Yeah.
Kendrick coming with Black Air Force energy. And I am here for it. Jason, you listened to it?
Yeah, I
Mr.
did.
Go on 4?
I did. It was good. Go on for you.
It was a
dope.
fucking banger.
That
So-
beat, whatever fucking sample that was,
Crazy.
stupid, bro.
I think people are looking at this record surface level as another block to the diss, and it is not, right? He might have brushed up against the situation in the record, but it goes to show what I think his main objective with this has always been. Time to watch the party die. They have taken this thing of ours and turned it into some other shit. And no one wants to stop it. The momentum feels so big that no one wants to say anything. And you have the boogeyman now, Mr. K. Dot himself, saying, "I'ma light this bitch on fire." Because only way you can rebuild sometimes is if you completely tear it down.
Okay.
And that's what I took away from the record. And it made me think about what I took away now from the whole beef with him and Drake.
Okay.
I feel like Kendrick wants to be the spearhead for change, and he had to take the spearhead on what was going on before off, and that was Drake.
Gotcha.
He had to break it. He had to watch the party die. That's what I took away from the record.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just overanalyzing it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to. It's Kendrick.
I seen some Air Force Ones, bro. That's what I took away from it.
Well, he's on the Air Force. He's on the Black Air Force One's energy. I'm with it.
Yeah. No, it was a dope track, bro. It was a dope track.
Am I reaching, or am I right in the pocket there, Len Words, with my takeaway?
I don't think you're reaching. I think that is probably creatively, I think that's a good goal for him to have, and it feels like that's where his head is at right now. The challenge is, of course, the short attention spans and how much people really give a fuck, because for a lot of people it's entertainment, and they don't read into it, and they don't live by it the way you and I live by some of these ideas. You know what I mean? Because we internalize a lot of the thoughts, and we think about this shit deeply. So that part We'll see. But I'm glad somebody's on that side of it and
So am
speaking loudly about it.
And somebody of his skill set,
Yeah.
right? Somebody of his stature,
Right.
and bro, it's funny because Johnny Jr., dog, this man, like, he'll break that shit down. Like, so I had taken Matt to practice and I seen it drop, bro. I got to listen to it like 2 minutes into the drop, and I listened to it, and Johnny ain't got IG, right? So I'm like, I gotta find this record to send it to Johnny, and it hadn't even hit YouTube yet.
Right.
So I'm like scouring it, and he calls me. He's all, Dad. I told him, I know, bro. I'm trying to find it and send it to you, man. He's all, Dom, listen to it. He's like, I gotta hear it. I was like, okay, let's look for this together, man. Get on YouTube. He's all, is the picture black Air Forces? I told him, yep, listen to it. Boom. So, bro, this man called me. He's like, Dad. Dom's seen him listen to it in real time, and Dom's like, I thought he was start crying, man. Yeah. Johnny internalizes everything that Kendrick says too,
right.
and he picks it apart. Like he analyzes every piece of it,
right.
Which is interesting for his age group.
Yeah, I was going to say for that demographic, that's
Complex
nice.
Just released their top 20 rappers in their 20s last night, and we had a whole ass argument about it because the list is, for lack of a better word, trash.
Okay.
Right? Playboy Cardi's #1 on this list, right? And that's, yep, okay. Head tilt like Michael Myers is exactly perfect reaction there, right? So his age group, right? Their top 20 is not of a skill set of Kendrick Lamar. They're not cut from the same cloth.
Right.
So for me and the cloth I'm cut from, to see him in that bag and actually internalizing Kendrick's lyrics and listening to him is the shit, bro. It makes me feel proud.
Yeah.
And then I see that list and then I want to cry. But whatever, you can't have your cake and eat it too, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, shit, man. It's weird because when we were younger in that age range, even the mainstream stuff still had some substance to it, something.
Some validity.
Yeah, there was something underneath it, and
Yeah.
now it's just like there's nothing there anymore.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And for me, like I was telling Dom, my issue with that list, for one, Complex, they know what they're doing. They get people talking. I get it. Anytime you make a list, you're going to piss people off.
Right.
Look, we piss half the state off with our fucking food list, right? Yeah. So you're going to piss people off, right? It comes with the territory of listing things. Yeah. But there's rappers in their 20s that are way down on that list that have done way more than these ones that are just popping now, right? Like, for one, I'm not a big Lil Uzi Vert fan at all. I'm just going to be honest here.
Yeah.
Outside of, all my
Not
friends
your
are dead,
Yeah.
push me to the edge. I don't know what the fuck this guy did, but he's spoke to a whole generation.
Yeah.
He's way too low on that list, dog. He's like 11. He's
Well,
outside of the 10.
And he's dope too. Well, I mean, his music is what it is. But
He's not top 10?
No, thank you.
Because I would have thought he was a precursor to Playboy
Oh,
Cardi.
bro, all Playboy Cardi did was
Lil Uzi
completely bite that shit.
Yeah.
And another thing that pissed me off, I know they're not here anymore, right? But Juice WRLD not being on that list is crazy to me, dog.
Yeah.
X not being on that list is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because all these fuckers wouldn't even really exist without those people.
Right.
And they're bigger than them.
Right. And that's weird because we still honor Tupac and Biggie's influence on the culture
All these years later.
even though they've long been gone.
But
you know?
who's like making these lists, bro? Like that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's like
yeah.
But it's interesting, though. I'm glad you said that. Not to cut you off, Jay.
Yeah.
You have that's a very good point, Len Words. X and Juice are this generation's level of that.
Yeah.
Okay? And they're gone
Yeah.
too soon.
Just lost potential.
Yeah, gone too soon. The two of the greatest of that generation, and they're already falling off of these lists. My brother, Pac and Big been gone for years,
Yeah.
brother. They're still in 90% of people's top 5 list.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have like a chance to have a long ass career.
Right.
Do you think that's because of like the attention, where the attention span is now?
I think it's a mix of the attention span and the respect for the artists and craft.
That too.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
It's attention span, and these
See
people
that.
don't fucking respect it. They do not respect what these artists have done. They don't respect what they can do, and a lot of them don't even respect the culture to be 100%.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, they're not doing anything that to like we always talk about Pac and Big because they had substance for the most part in their raps. You know what I'm saying?
So did Juice and X.
Yeah, exactly. But like these other dudes, it's just a trend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just trendy. But so like, what are they basing this list off of? Like streams or just popularity? And
Dom
it's like,
said it. What'd you say last night, Dom, when you heard the list? What's the first thing that came to your mind?
They're missing some people.
Yeah, but what you said, I put him on the spot. He's, I don't know, man. He said
poll's closed.
he said this looks like a TikTok algorithm.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's made to just push what's popular on your feed. When it's like someone who was behind the social media team on Complex is just like, all right, this is what's popping now. It's gonna get everyone talking.
I can see that, yeah. I can
Got
see
you.
that.
It looked like it's algorithm based.
Damn.
Because Doja Cat was like 3.
What?
Yeah, dog. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I did not want to jump into this complex conversation, but that's kind of where I stand on it. Let's pivot back to Kendrick, okay? Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Caused all kinds of ruckus, bro. Len Words, how do you feel about Kendrick being the one that's performing for the Super Bowl in New Orleans when Lil Wayne is from New Orleans? Go.
I am not from New Orleans, so I don't feel like
Any type of way.
strongly. I don't feel strongly one way or the other. I understand why Kendrick is a less risky pick. I know Lil Wayne's had some health stuff going on. Plus, he's started to foster let's say a reputation for not holding his bargain on the shows and the performances and stuff like that. And that's the biggest stage there is. So I don't think people really want to risk anything when it comes to that. So Kendrick being hot and holding the flames this year is what it is, man. Like it's just the right pick for a corporate entity that's doing business with hip hop artists right now. There's no bigger movement than what Kendrick is doing.
He's the guy right now, bro.
Yeah,
So
100%.
It makes sense to have him on.
Yeah.
I mean, it also does make sense to have Wayne in his hometown, his home state, doing it. But I just seen a video, bro, and it was like, this is who you guys would rather perform, and it was like he's just like, it's not a good performance from the screenshots that they're doing of Wayne.
I don't
Wayne,
think Wayne shines like live performances, like long form performance. I've seen him kill some stages, but I've also seen him, he shines in his lyrical ability. He's top 5. He's never left he's in my top 5. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get this shit out the gate.
Okay.
He's top 5 for me.
Yeah. As a rapper, though.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Is he top 5 artists that do live performances? No way.
And see,
And it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a
Completely
whole
different.
different thing.
Yeah.
But if he did do the Super Bowl, it would be like everything would be top notch. They'd be,
I agree.
he'd have auto tune, all that shit.
And I think they jumped. Okay, so everybody came to his defense, which was fucking awesome, right? But they're defending something they don't fully know what's going to take place yet. You feel what I'm saying? How do they know that the plan wasn't for Kendrick to bring out Wayne and he perform his Mona Lisa verse? How do they know that wasn't the plan? Look how many people they had on last year's Super Bowl. Was it last year when Dre did it? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2
Right?
years ago.
Look, bro, Dre, Mary J, 50, M, and K. Dot was there. That was 5 artists,
And
brother.
that was in Detroit.
Yeah, no, it was in L.A.
Nah.
Yeah, it was in L.A. because
That was
Are you
the L.A.
sure?
one. Yeah,
because they had
that was it. But listen,
Oh, that's right, because they had
that's the
Harlow.
first time that it went kind of regional. The Super Bowl isn't here to give our. They don't give a shit about giving our people and our thing their flowers. They don't give a shit.
Right,
They
they
care
have nothing
about
to do
what's
with that.
popping and what's popular,
Yeah.
right? And I think the reason people got pissed is because Jay-Z and Rock Nation obviously is a big part of that decision. So now people are reaching and saying that, it's because Jay-Z wants to keep his foot on Wayne's neck and he doesn't want him out there.
They were beefing a while back.
Yeah,
or
but
something
who?
like that.
Okay, my issue there. Okay, my issue there is how much do we know what the beef really happened, right? And if they were beefing that bad, how come Jay-Z paid this man's taxes 2 years ago? I didn't see no one else step up to the plate and say, "Don't pay me back."
Including Baby, including
All of the
everybody
people that
else
were talking,
on
He
on
was-
the internet talking about.
He's bankrupt, actually.
you feel what I'm saying?
Baby.
So, how big could the problem be that Jay-Z said, "Nah, bro, I got you, dog. Like, no, you ain't got to pay me back, bro." Nobody else, everybody that was on the internet this past week and a half, I didn't see them paying no taxes.
Okay. I mean, I I don't feel like it's the wrong thing to look at Jay-Z and say, okay, this was a decision that you could have influenced. But I don't understand why people expect him to lean towards that when it's like the purpose is to have the best potential show and get the biggest platform still ringing out for hip hop. Ultimately, we still want to show that we're the biggest style in town.
100.
And we're competing with country.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So let's not get into this stupid ass infighting when we're supposed to be like unified as a group of artists and a style and a genre. It's just like we still got to rep for our shit. So as long as hip hop's still on the Super Bowl stage, I'm good. Both of those artists are great options. I see why Wayne would have got wanted to get the hometown love, but maybe Jay couldn't take that into the boardroom and sell it.
Or maybe it was, bro, we're gonna bring you out, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't know if
Also a possibility.
Personally, I don't see him bringing Wayne out.
And I don't think he would either.
I don't think so. I think that whole circle.
What, just because of the Drake beef?
Yeah.
But no, I feel like the whole culture is creating this argument, right? It's the culture. It's the core fans that want to see Wayne there. Bro, Kendrick embodies that. Literally, he's the embodiment of it. So it's hard for me to believe that everyone vocalizing that opinion, he's not going to already feel like that or go with it.
I agree, too. And there's never been any animosity with Wayne and Kendrick.
Right.
Wayne has stayed neutral this whole time, bro. He really has. He could have jumped out the window months ago, and he didn't, right? For what? For why? There's a reasoning behind it. And I agree. I feel, man, bro, it's in New Orleans. Wayne's a fucking legend. I would love to see him perform at the Super Bowl, too. Is he going to give a better performance than Kendrick? I don't know. That's subjective, right? Is it going to be better for the culture because he's from New Orleans? Again, I don't know. That's subjective.
Like, bro,
go ahead.
How lit is the performance? Fucking Kendrick comes out and goes crazy, and then
Y'all, bro, it'd be crazy.
Come on.
It'll go crazy. And you can't make me fully believe that that's not going to happen yet.
Yeah. It still could. I don't know that Wayne would have been able to give me the show that the Super Bowl wants. Like, have you seen any of those Amazon performances that Kendrick put on? Those concerts are crazy.
Bro, he's crazy.
And essentially what you're going to get in a Super Bowl is the same setup. Arena, big central stage. You can take all these crazy angles. You got lights. You got all this lifting him up in the air and doing all this wild shit with the dancers and all that. I've never seen a Wayne show personally, but I've never imagined Wayne to be that sort of like stylistic performer.
He's not.
When you hire Kendrick, you get all the other pieces. And those pieces put it over the top for me when it comes to just a straight up show that I would want to see.
Good production.
Look what he did. Look what he did for his little part in the Super Bowl with Dre.
Right.
Exactly. Bro, he shined, dog. Like,
Exactly.
there was so many people even that were like, that are just your average, like, I don't know, football fans that were like, man, who the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was
He
different.
always does that for people that have never heard of him. They go, what?
Right.
Who the fuck is this guy? Holy shit. And obviously this year, there's nobody bigger than K-Dot.
Yeah.
Just point blank, period. And I agree with you 100% because, listen, we should be happy about it that we're still shining because you know how easy it would have been for them to plug in Taylor Swift there?
Bro, yes. Yes.
We could have got a Taylor, and hey, Swifties don't come at me. You know, I fuck with Taylor Swift too. You know what I'm saying? Teardrops on my guitar, you can run it, dog.
Super Bowl's too small
Super
for her.
He lying.
Yeah, I mean,
He lying.
He lying. Come from in the comments. Hey, I fuck with Taylor Swift, but I'm a hip hop head, dog. So if it's a choice between Taylor Swift and K-Dot, run it.
Yeah.
Run it. I don't think it's animosity. I do not think it has anything to do with the beef between Jay-Z and Beyonce or any of that infighting, messy shit. Yeah. It's a business. Yeah. And what makes sense for the business makes sense. And like 50 said, a lot of people don't realize, motherfucker, you got to pay to be on the Super Bowl.
Oh, for sure.
They don't pay you. That whole performance is coming out of your goddamn pocket.
I've never seen people arguing over doing something for free like that.
No, it's crazy.
And that's a free-ass show.
It goes to show you how big the platform is, right?
Exactly.
And it also goes to show you why I think homeboy Drake's homie Mel, or the dude that was on Joe Budden's podcast, said that Drake's been offered it a bunch of times and turned it down. I call bullshit, bruh. I call bullshit. You think
I
he
don't
turned
know.
down the Super Bowl, Doc?
Yeah.
You really do?
Yeah, because he was still dropping albums. I think he's on the level of a Bono, of a U2, of a Rolling Stones. Drake is there. Sorry if you don't like him.
No,
but he's
bro,
there.
come on, dog. He
Yeah,
is, bro.
but a lot of people still don't like him, but he's there. So what I'm saying is, because he's still putting out albums and those artists weren't, they would go back and be like, yeah, we'll do the Super Bowl just to keep it popping and just,
But then why
relight
did The
flame.
Weeknd do it?
Why? Because he was doing a residency.
Yeah.
Same with Usher, was doing a residency.
But The
and that shit
Weeknd's
popped
still
off a
in
whole
his,
nother
like,
tour.
era. He's still going. I don't know, man. That's
Maybe.
the biggest
Weeknd
fucking...
seemed like he's about to take off his whole 40s.
He just dropped.
Right.
No, he just
He's about
dropped
to
like
be
2 days ago.
chilling.
I haven't listened to it yet. But
Really? He
yeah,
did
just
another
dropped
one?
brand new video.
Okay.
He just dropped.
Man.
But
I'm
I
up
can't
for it,
keep
man.
up with this shit.
I don't
man.
know,
It's just
dog.
too
Like
much.
I just can't believe that the biggest artist at the time
Yeah.
would step away from the biggest platform in the world, bro.
I mean,
Maybe I'm wrong, but
maybe
I
they
don't know,
don't.
man.
I mean, maybe some people feel like they don't need it and it's not worth it.
Maybe.
Not worth the time. Like, it might not be. I don't know.
Jay-Z hasn't done it.
Yeah,
And
Hov
he's the
never
guy
did it.
calling shots.
Yeah, Ye didn't do it.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
Yeah,
I wonder if
he
he's
Yeah,
offered it.
I don't know. Yeah, they probably
he
didn't.
probably-
they probably didn't
he
call
probably
Ye.
didn't get offered it.
I mean, let's be real. Outside of what happened with Dre, M, and 50,
Right.
bro, that's the first time hip hop really getting love, my
Right.
dude.
Yep.
Right.
We've entered a new era here. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
So that's kind of my point. Like I don't know. It just sounds like
Well,
out of nowhere
yeah.
we're getting this information that he was
I
offered
mean,
the Super
to
Bowl.
me, but Drake he's too big to not have been offered that.
Yeah, but
You know,
but he's bigger than just urban music.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of the reason why he might feel like it's not necessary for him.
Maybe.
But again, we're still early in the process. Like Rock Nation has only been running
What, 4 years?
Yeah, for a couple of years. So is it really already now time for us to start getting picky and persnickety about
No.
as
who
long
it
as
is?
Sexy Red don't end up in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl,
exactly. It's
bro.
not-
You know
yeah,
what's-
like,
you know what's
it's
gonna happen?
different.
They're gonna be like,
If it
fuck
was that.
this. Let's just bring back Bono and U2 and
Right,
these
exactly.
motherfuckers.
They be like, yeah,
this.
we don't like all this negative
Yeah.
publicity. I don't know what Black Twitter is saying right now, but we don't want to hear it. Let's just get back to the basics.
Same
And-
reason they got rid
and
of
they go that
fucking.
way.
Same reason they got rid of whatchamacallit in the Olympics, bro.
Yeah.
Breakdancing.
Yeah.
Grand opening, grand closing.
That was just some hate, man.
Well, bro, I feel like that was. I feel
Yeah.
like they pulled up. They
That felt
trolled.
like a setup.
It felt like
Yeah,
a
it felt
setup,
like a
bro.
troll. That's
I know
exactly
when-
what it felt
I know
like.
when a
They're just
psyop
like, yeah,
when I
fuck
see
your-
one,
yeah.
dog.
Fuck your culture.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Watch
what
me
it felt like.
It really did. Bitch looked like a
really
fish
did.
out of water, bro. Out
They
here
had
flopping
a
around and
fake-ass
shit.
non-break dancer.
Was it like the
out there.
fake ass, cheesy, corny ass music too? That they're like breakdancing too?
No,
No, I
dog.
think the music was legit.
Yeah, no, she was just
But-
rolling around on the floor like she was having a fucking fit.
But like for the Olympics to hold that as a standard, you would never fucking ever have slow ass runners in the finals in any heat in the
No.
Olympics. So there's no legitimate reason why someone that everyone can objectively look at
No.
and say your ass cannot dance
What
and put them
country
on
was
that
she from?
stage.
She was from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Down
And I don't
under.
know much about Australian like breakdancing, but I'm sure they got hip hop there.
Well, there was a bunch
It's
of people that were
worldwide.
saying that they're like, nah, we don't dance like that.
Yeah,
What the fuck you
hell
doing?
yeah. So go ahead.
There's video, just real quick. There's video of her like doing dances before, and she's actually good enough to. It's like, all right, I can see you in the Olympics, and then they're like, well, what happened? And she sums it up to like stage fright.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bro,
Well,
the
okay.
fuck out of here.
Hey,
I'm not
picture it
throwing her
didn't
a life
happen.
raft.
Picture it didn't happen. I can't throw her that bell right now.
Hell no.
I can't throw her that bell.
The way she was flopping around on the floor, disrespecting our culture, I ain't
Yeah,
ever
that shit.
throwing her fucking
Yeah,
bell.
yeah, that shit. I can't.
Bro,
I
my
can't
drunk
co-sign
uncle
that
that
one.
only listens to Spanish music could have done a better job.
But he's drunk, that's why.
Maybe.
He's loose, dog.
Here, bitch, take a shot.
Right. She probably,
She
had
probably
to.
locked up, bro.
Then she should have been doing the robot. Something.
Am looking forward to Kendrick killing that shit.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be dope.
You think he's gonna bring
be
anybody
dope.
else, though?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't see him being solo dolo, although wouldn't shock me
What if
either.
he brings out Dre, 50,
Yeah, right?
Mary,
Mary J. Blige would be a
Right.
good idea, huh?
NM?
Sounds a little
Never
familiar.
done before.
Never.
dog.
All I know is keep me away from the remote control.
There's a lot of
I didn't say it this time, bro.
There's a lot of New Orleans transplants that moved into Los Angeles. Like there's a lot of connection there, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
I
'Cause
still
there's
say
a lot of people that
I
moved
still
from
say
there.
Wayne's coming out.
He might.
Wayne's coming out.
He might.
A millionaire.
What song would he do?
Well, I mean,
Do
the
they
easy
have
way
any
would
records
do, yeah,
together?
Mona Lisa. Mona
But
Lisa,
see,
Mona Lisa.
that ain't a good one.
I know it's not.
That's a
I know it's
that's
not,
a
but
horrible
I
fucking
it's,
song.
it's
for
not.
that, yeah.
You don't like that song?
I
It's-
don't.
no.
I don't
You guys
fuck
are
with
fucking crazy.
It's
I've
a great
been there.
story.
No.
It's a good.
Mona
It's a
Lisa's
story?
not a bro.
It's not a
They
great
set
story.
up the dude, man. The whole Mona Lisa. Go back and listen. Audience,
no.
you guys hear these fuckers here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mona
Did
Lisa.
you hear him? They
Mona
set up
Li-
the dude.
Yeah,
They
no, I'm
robbed
saying
him.
it's a
The
great
chick's in on it.
storytelling song.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
I
The way it
can't- I
unfolds.
can't even sit through it,
Nah,
man.
It's
I
yeah.
really
Mona
don't
Lisa,
like that
Mona
record.
Lisa.
I like the
I
beat.
really don't like it.
Yeah,
I've
but-
seen Wayne. I agree.
So
they
they
should
can't-
not perform
they
that
can't
song at the Super
perform
Bowl.
that.
No, I agree.
All that said,
I agree. That's not a
don't do
Super
that
Bowl
one.
song for sure. That's what I told Johnny too. I was like, absolutely not. That's probably the worst song
Do
they could
they have
perform for
any
the
other
Super Bowl.
songs together?
I don't think so.
I mean, they got time. They could do a whole.
But I mean,
catalog.
Mary
Yeah.
J. I mean, 50 performed his own song, right? Right. They didn't do collaboration songs
Right.
except for Snoop and Dre. Outside of that, everybody did
Right.
individual things, right? I'm sorry. Even with the beef and everything being said, I feel like Wayne's gonna come up with his double cup. I'm calling it.
What
to
beef
see it?
How many times do you think Kendrick's gonna do Not Like Us?
One,
Nah, if he does
One.
it once.
If he does it.
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and I'm here for it.
Not another 10?
Nah, they already did that. That was him dancing on man's grave.
Yeah.
That was a celebration, bitches.
Nah, I don't know.
I'm excited for
We'll
the
see.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great show. It usually is.
Yep.
Rock Nation's done a great
I
job.
mean,
with
the
it. So,
halftime show been better than the Super Bowl lately.
I mean, for Cowboys fans.
You know what I'm saying? And for Lions fans. That's what I thought, bro. That's what I thought. Hey,
Who did the Super Bowl stuff before? Rock
before?
Nation?
I don't know, probably
I don't know.
somebody.
They had titties popping out. dog.
Yeah, man.
bro.
Hey, listen. Nah, I don't know. I don't
Hey,
know.
listen.
that was a really good performance, dog.
They never really, to be honest with you, they never really told you or marketed to you who was making those choices. It's kind of interesting now that it's hip hop that they had to put a name and a face.
Well, you
to
got to
it.
market it because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
But it's
hey, I'm
it's
down
been
to
cool.
see.
It's been cool though. Like
Yeah.
they made a point, and maybe it was because maybe Jay-Z was a DEI hire, and they were just trying to sell it that way. Where it's like, yo, Rock Nation, we're gonna let that group of people control, how they're represented on this stage, and we're gonna make sure we hire someone close to that culture so they can make those choices.
Man, Janet Jackson's City coming out was top tier.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't even remember what songs they performed. I just remember that.
yeah.
The Malfunction.
She does music.
The what?
Shannon Jackson, yeah.
The
Thought she
war-
just
what do you think?
pop
You
out her
think that
titties
was, you
in
think
the
that was
Tyler
really
Perry
a
movies.
wardrobe malfunction?
Nah, that was the plan.
It was
1,000%
Come
the
on.
plan.
And then maybe they seen the backlash and like, oh hey, nah, man,
Hey,
nah.
hey, it was the plan, just like your boy going live was a plan.
Oh, all right. Okay, here we go. Perfect segue there, Len. Words. First, let's talk about Marlon Wayans on Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
Did you watch it? Any of it at all?
I caught a
So-
little bit.
I
of it,
don't.
actually.
You know what?
So great.
Marlon Wayans is probably one of the least interesting Wayans to me.
Yeah.
I
Wa-
like him
Well,
in
you
a
should
couple
watch that,
movies.
Hey, watch
I,
that,
I like
brother.
a couple movies, but like I love Damon. I love Keenan, but
I think outside the movies, bro. Like if you watch this,
Really?
interview,
I
yeah.
think so. I
Okay.
think this interview might be the thing that changes your mind.
okay.
In words.
I mean,
But also, I see what you're saying. Like, if you grew up with the older brothers and like you
Oh,
got
for
into
sure.
those ones, then the other ones are always going to be.
Well, because they
yeah,
cracked
yeah,
the doors open.
yeah, that's true.
bro.
Because good point. Because I'm gonna get you, sucker. Still to this day,
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Chad knows
Bro,
about it.
I'm saying, bro, that it was so dope to see like him talk about this shit, right?
Yeah.
Talked about how Hollywood didn't want to give Jim Carrey a shot, but him and his brothers did.
Yeah.
He gives flowers to
yeah.
Keenan and Damon, bro, the whole 3-hour podcast. He's talking about how Damon Wayans is the greatest comedian he's ever seen in his life. On stage, stand-up wise, he's like, it's something different. He goes somewhere that I just don't understand, and he's all, I don't even have that gear.
I wish there were more Damon stand-ups.
Bro, he needs.
really
I'm
do.
saying, dog.
love Damon
and then he talks about Keenan, bro. He just talks about how he grew up in a house with legends, so
Yeah.
they didn't give him anything. He had to go out and get it, right? He made him and Sean rewrite "Don't Be a Menace" like 50 times.
Nice.
So I guess what happened was he had an opportunity to be. He had the role of Dave Chappelle's character in Nutty Professor.
Oh, really?
Right? So it was his first time that he got to actually work with his idol. He said Eddie used to come to their house, right? Because, you know, him and his older brother, they worked together. He would write for him and stuff like that. So Eddie pulled up to the projects in the hood, and him and Sean were fucking with Eddie and, you know what I'm saying, talking shit to him. And he said Sean punched him and shit. It was wild. But he said that he finally got an opportunity to do a movie with them. And his brother told him, he's like, listen, you can either go do this movie with Eddie or you can rewrite your movie and we can really do this shit. He turned it down.
Nice.
You got Nutty Professor with Dave Chappelle, and you got Don't Be a Menace. And that's
Really?
how it happened.
What was Dave Chappelle's thing in Nutty Professor?
Remember, he's a stand-up comedian.
He
He's
was
Reggie.
Women be shopping.
that's
Women
right.
be shopping.
Yeah.
You can't stop a woman from shopping.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he's like, yo, bout size equator. You gotta put on. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot he was the
It's
stand-up
interesting because that was kind of like that moment was a little bit of a passing of the torch in a way, dog. Because whenever Eddie Murphy, he's all, damn, Reggie, I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal. That's honestly the best part of Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those scenes between him and Dave Chappelle is the best part of the movie,
Those
right?
are big time.
So he talks about all the bro. Then he talks about the Weinstein pieces of shit stealing their franchise.
Oh, did they?
So they made Scary Movie 1 on a skeleton budget, popped off. They gave them pennies for that, but then the second movie comes around, they get more. So they're negotiating for the third, and they want to give them the same deal they gave them in the first movie.
Right. Same thing they
And
did to
he's
Dave
like,
Chappelle.
fuck you guys. Hell no, we're dipping. So they started trying to like sell it around, and they already had the idea for Scary Movie 3. The Weinsteins, the Wayans brothers already kind of like told them the concept. They completely jacked it
No shit.
Damn.
and used it.
What did they make?
Scary Movie 3 is, man, I fucking can't even remember. Is it the one with...
No, wait. The Weinsteins made Scary Movie 3?
Yes. And 4 and 5,
Oh,
and
so they
proceeded.
didn't. So he had nothing to do, like,
After
ownership-wise?
2, they took it away.
No shit.
And
I
said,
didn't know
fuck you
that.
guys, this is our franchise, dip.
Hey, real talk. That's when the shit fell off.
So he talks about 3. Okay,
off.
yeah, that was a layup. You got 3. You got the idea from us, and it already had the momentum of 2. And then 4, 5, that shit was just trash.
Yeah. It just
After
fell
that,
off
it
a
was
cliff.
just absolute
That shit
trash.
fell off the cliff.
Completely. Who didn't fall off a cliff was these guys. They still kept
White
producing.
Chicks. Yep.
Then they did White Chicks, bro, which is, I mean, just as big and culturally relevant as the 1 and 2 Scary Movie.
Oh, absolutely.
If not, maybe
if not
more.
bigger.
If not bigger.
I think bigger.
It might be.
I think bigger because
Right.
Scary Movie still was jumping off of a trend that they didn't set. They were kind of
Yeah.
spoofing the
You know, like
the horror movies and all that
it was
shit.
like Airplane.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
But White
Yeah.
Chick stood on its own as
Completely
its own
different. Yep.
independent concept.
Yep.
I still don't like the black men in dresses. That I will never co-sign with that shit. However, what that movie did culturally,
Yep.
I still meet people who quote that shit like it's brand new. to
Yeah,
them.
bro,
And it
it-
was a long time ago.
And then
Big time.
Then Little Man after that. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I like that movie,
Okay.
dog. I'm just saying as far as success goes and dropping like relevant comedy that's going to last a long time.
Okay.
Scary Movie just drove off a cliff.
Right.
Because they didn't have the engine that drove it, which was the Wayans brothers.
Okay.
And he talks about all that stuff, bro. So it's dope to see him like speak on a lot of this behind. He talks about his relationship with Tupac. He talks about his relationship with his brothers. It was the shit, dog.
Okay.
One of my favorite,
I'll check it out.
you know, Shannon Sharp episodes for sure.
Other than
And
the
then-
other than your favorite
and
live.
And then the next episode.
So then, very next episode, listen, man, Unc out here, Mama Shell. Okay. Well, I don't even know where we started.
That's funny, bro. That's
I
funny.
didn't know where we started here. So,
I haven't heard this, so I don't know.
go watch my nod.
No, I saw your
watch my skit.
clip.
Yeah.
I saw your clip, and I had seen other people talking about it, but I haven't seen it. What is it? Is it video or audio?
Okay, so it's both.
Okay,
So,
that's right. Oh yeah, okay.
The morning
Describe it.
of the transaction. I guess he's never went live before. For one, we'll start there.
Okay.
Right? So he's live on his Instagram. all his followers. Oh, Unc's live. Damn. Unc out here wilding. So the phone was on, but it was like maybe, I don't know, by like a nightstand or something, some shit like that.
Okay.
Mama Shell. Getting to it, bro. They going at it. She wilding, he wilding. And then about like, I don't know, an hour after that drops, someone gets on his IG. I was hacked. Be careful. It ain't me. Right? And everybody's like, hell nah, no one bought that at all, dog. Everybody's like, bro, we ain't dumb, dog. Yeah, that was your voice, and that was some Michelle getting railed down, right? So then 3 or 4 hours after that, this man comes out on his after hours. He has that other podcast where he does Nightcap. And he's like, listen, guys, that was me.
Yeah. Right.
I was being a healthy man. And I'm a little ashamed, that I went live. And then he said he's all right after that. I got a call from Cat Williams, and Cat Williams told me, you ain't gay today. Right? So now everybody's like, okay, was this an accidental
This is what I'm saying.
live? Or was this calculated?
Right. That's what I think.
I mean, to go live on IG, it's
a process.
You have to actually hit like 3 to 4 different buttons. If you want to title it, you got to title it. Like, it's not just like, oh, I set my phone down and it's going live right now.
Right.
You know,
especially if it's the first time you've went live.
Yeah,
it'll tell you things that you have to go through. What if he labeled that shit "My Michelle" went live?
Damn.
Oh, that's the name of the podcast. Episode 79 is gonna be called "My Michelle." Remind me, fellas.
My Michelle.
But you're right, Jay. It's not an easy accident. Although, when you're in that state of mind and your fingers are a little slippery, phone might not be working correctly. Might accidentally be. All I know is let's follow the numbers here. Website, all the merch sold out in 24 hours.
So, and I got a question too, bro, because I haven't seen it. I don't plan to, but it's like you heard audio and I guess there's video. I mean, was it like propped up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was.
It looked like it was just laying like on like a bedside table.
It was just like flat.
With just the camera facing like the ceiling or something.
I don't know. I mean, then he must have added some AirPods because that shit was like in Dolby surround sound, dog. You could hear.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Also, he's out here selling like fucking dick pills too.
See, once we got to that, I was just like, man, this shit is a setup, dog. Like, he did this shit on purpose.
I know when I'm being sold some.
Yeah, had to. Yeah, we've now reached the point where instead of dropping a sex tape, that's the equivalent of doing that now.
And now, he's
going live.
All over bro, he's the top of the algorithm now.
Yeah.
Top of it.
Yeah.
We're in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter press, dog. We got to hit these threes, bruh. You got to hit these threes.
They're going to have to they're going to probably crack down on that type of shit, right? Because you can't just walk out in the street and be like smashing, right? You can't just be smashing some chick on the corner. That's is that indecent exposure?
Yeah, but is how could there be something against like just the noises?
I think in European cultures there might be some places where you could get away with that.
What is that, AMSR? What the
oh yeah,
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I understand, not showing your fucking giblets on the internet, but the sounds. You can't outlaw sounds.
You can't outlaw sounds, but I guess what I meant was like if because you hear some crazy shit like chicks doing shit live.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got kids, and when they're watching TV, sometimes like my adult brain will overhear something that's going on the show, but I'm not like watching it, so I don't know what's happening on screen.
Yeah.
So my adult brain kicks in and I'm like, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's something else. Like kid be, lifting something heavy or something in the show.
Yeah.
And I hear grunting and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
y'all watching that Shannon Sharp video?
Right. So I don't want to just be like weird dad, like running around the corner, just, what the fuck is this shit? But it's weird. I can't imagine how computers are going to be able to give that proper context and be able to like fish that shit out.
Well, I know for sure
you can't.
They will. They'll find a way because look at the way they do watermarks in music.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Also, for sure didn't upload the whole fucking clip when I threw that shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because, bro,
gets a
TikTok,
little-
bro, they ain't dumb. Bro,
Yeah.
whatever algorithm they got working that shit, they recognized a grinder. And they said that I was participating in illegal activities. And I wasn't even breaking up weed. It was just a grinder on
Just
the tray.
in the picture of
Yes.
Wow.
There was no weed on the tray, nothing. It just, I'm like, what? Participating in illegal activity? What the fuck you talking about? So I knew if I had an extended version of that clip, TikTok would flag it for sure.
Wow.
But
Wow.
it brings back to what I was actually thinking, and you brought up a good point, Jay. When Tory Lanez was out here and it was COVID, he was going live on IG. Bro, he got 1 million followers in 24 hours because he was going live and he was letting people from his fan base go live with him. And these broads were twerking on his live stream. It almost turned into like a digital strip club kind of. Bro, he was cracking, dog.
Right.
I'm telling you, he gained 1 million followers in less than 24 hours doing these live streams. And then TikTok was like, whoa, hold on. And they kind of pulled the plug on it. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for that, but I do know
They
for
locked
sure.
his ass up.
Yeah, it wasn't for that.
Nah, it wasn't for that. I know what that one was for. That was different.
But I don't know what the future of that holds because, these platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the big three, and YouTube. Well, let me reiterate that. YouTube, TikTok, IG, Facebook, right? This is where everybody digests their information.
Right.
They get it from there. So it is their generic platforms, which probably need to be mainly PG rated, right? So yeah, they're definitely going to put something in there that is going to try and crack down on.
Yeah.
I'm just making macaroni, bitch.
Yeah, I think the internet is turning into a place where you're definitely going to have to have your own platform, even though, you might be able to get your start. You're going to kind of have to funnel people off. That's why they don't help you when you're trying to move traffic onto your own website so you can convert, sales and do all that other stuff. They fuck with those videos so they don't get the reach.
Yep.
Because they're not trying to really help you. They just want people to sit on the platforms. But I heard a long time ago that the internet was going to get turned into Disneyland, and I'm watching it happen. Somebody told me that, and I was just like, I wonder how that'll work. But I'm seeing it taking place because it seemed like it was the Wild Wild West, but it ain't gonna stay that way forever.
No,
at all.
They pulled that back quick, actually. Back in Jay's era of AOL chat rooms, that era's done.
Yeah.
Best time.
Best time of my life.
Time, dog.
That's where I met my first wife.
I prefer the internet to have both though. I don't want it to be so PG that you can't get any contrarian or racy or any outside ideas. I don't want everything to just be in the box of what is quote unquote acceptable.
Yeah.
We have to have space for the rest of it.
I agree.
Otherwise, culture just starts to die. Everyone starts to think less.
Well, and then you're worried about what you're gonna say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If your first thought is what can I say and what can't I say, the message is gonna get diluted. You're not gonna be able to really see what somebody stands for or who they really are, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, isn't that the point of freedom of speech?
Yeah, I was just about to say, bro. In other countries, they can't.
Yeah.
Just even Russia, bro.
Yeah.
They hinder
Well-
the internet. They change it. You can't get on certain sites.
Yeah. I mean, I always kind of laugh about it when I hear people kind of concede the idea that these governments in these places have control. Have you ever read Fahrenheit 451?
Yep, great.
Okay, I was watching the movie last night.
Trash.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It's awful.
But the concept, and really, it was
Awful. It's almost like they did it on purpose because the book's so good.
Yeah.
The book is telling us some shit we need to hear, and the movie's
Right.
like, oh yeah, no, this is stupid.
Yeah, but it's that exact plan that's in Fahrenheit 451. Kids, go read it. Is what is happening to social culture now. It's we're gonna give you this internet. We're gonna give you all this hyper connectivity. You can talk to anyone and reach the ends of the earth and blah blah blah. And then we're gonna control what you say.
Yep.
And ultimately, you're gonna let us because you're gonna concede that, you know what, people are crazy and they shouldn't think for themselves because then they'll think some crazy stuff. And it's like,
well, we agree to it when we install those apps.
We do.
You have to agree to their
right. And what I'm saying is people concede the idea that these governments and these entities give you freedom of speech. No, you're born free. You can say what the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And you can think what you want to think. And anyone who's telling you otherwise is trying to enslave you. You know, they're trying to control your head. And if you allow people to do that, even in just a general concession where it's like, well, for the greater good, we're going to have to do this, that's a slippery fucking slope. And people need to be smart enough to recognize when they're on a slope like that and say, you know what, this is dangerous. We could slip and fall. And we'll only be answering to the algorithms, you know, because we've already turned on the machine and said, hey, we're going to follow whatever the machine says. You know what I'm saying? Because these machines can do you dirty, bro. Like you could train an algorithm to drive a person insane.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Literally.
Easy, yeah.
You could train an algorithm to advertise something that you know is going to be detrimental to someone in order for them to hurt themselves.
That's what they do. We have to fucking fight this algorithm.
Try
to figure out this algorithm.
Yeah, but people treat it like it's not a real thing to be concerned about.
Oh, and when you said it yourself, we've given it names and we treat it like a person. Yeah. Right? And you also said it. We've willingly gave, and those are, bro, in 1984, another book, go read it, kids. 1984 and Fahrenheit, right? So Fahrenheit 451, the reason it's named that is because that's the temperature that books burn at. Yep. They get rid of all the history. They replace them with bullshit. They got big, giant screens on the wall where everybody's just fucking zonked out and doesn't know what's going on in the world around them. Just a little bit of a basis of Fahrenheit 451. Same thing with 1984.
Yeah.
Those two books go hand in hand. Then when you're done, read Animal Farm.
Oh yeah. All three of those. Just read those
Orwell.
Three.
All you got to do is read Orwell. Pick up George Orwell, and you're going to figure out what the fuck we're living in right
451 was Bradbury.
But
all those are the books that people like will want to ban and say you're not supposed to read it. It's happening.
We're watching.
It's right there. They told it was prepared information that some people seem to have taken as like, this is the plan we're going to use because it's inevitable. This is how people are. It's not inevitable. These are warning signs that people have actually taken the time to put a story together to get you to think about this shit. And people don't read. People don't want to, like, they fuck the movies up. Like, you know, like,
for me, that was
the movie
disrespectful.
changed. Yeah, because the movie changed the context a lot.
Bruh,
a fucking lot.
It ain't even the same shit.
Yeah.
They're like, let's throw Michael B. Jordan, this motherfucker, make an action flick. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
And give us a corny ass love story.
Yeah, it's crazy, brother.
Where the love story in the book was about the dude's wife getting like zonked out on drugs and shit and pills, and she's basically watching TV and she cares more about the TV people than her own real family.
And it's walls of TV. They're selling them shit on a constant loop.
It's
everything
people are
we're screaming.
Seeing.
Like, it's so loud that you can't stop and look at the world around you.
Yes.
And if your whole they burn down people and kill people completely because they're hiding books. They're hiding the history and the information, right? So that, bro, and then you go into 1984, I swear to God, those two books they go hand in hand.
1984 will teach you how snitching happens. And it teaches you how that manipulation, how society can just make you not give a fuck about the truth so much so that you will sell out another human being and just say fuck them. You know,
and then you just give away your rights because we know what's better for you. Come work for us.
We've always been at war
with your head down.
Oceania.
Yes.
We've always been at war. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? How you
They've always been our war? They've always been our ally. What do you mean? Oceania's all like that's how it was. They would just switch it and then treat you like you're a fucking idiot for asking the question. Like, well, I thought those were the bad guys. No, we've always been allies with them. It was just a trick that the bad guys were trying to manipulate. So it's this constant manipulation by pretending to be taking care of you or looking out for your interests, and it's coming from something that you can't hold accountable. We're walking into a future where that is exactly what we're building with our technology, where it's this entity that is supposed to be guiding us, but it's basically doing whatever is best for the group and never taking into consideration the individual. That's the exact opposite of what America is. And if the world all gets on that same page, we're fucked.
Oh, it definitely seems sometimes
Totally
like
fucked.
we're really headed towards an Orwellian future.
Yeah.
For sure,
If
dog.
we're not already there,
there.
and they're just fucking figuring out the last little bits of the puzzle.
They say that's why a lot of people are like, man, is this man a time travel? Like, is this dude like someone that's seen what the fuck was happening? Because I'm telling you, dog, when you read, especially 84 and Animal House.
Animal Farm.
I mean, Animal
House,
Farm,
yeah.
Animal House.
Don't read Animal
Nah,
House.
don't read it. Watch the movie.
Watch it.
And you read Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Brother, it's almost like he's yelling at us. This is happening right now. Wake
Right.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's bro. You want to scare yourself? Read those fucking books.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to unsee it once you've seen it. And those used to be like standard books that you would read in high school. They don't read them anymore.
Hide them.
Yeah.
We don't want the algorithm picking this shit up.
Oddly enough, somebody tried to kill someone carrying one of those books, Catcher in the Rye, and all of a sudden, that was the dude who shot John Lennon, right?
Yep.
And then that ended up being like the thing that's in your mind. Every time you think about some weirdo out there having a manifesto, having like a weird,
He's
thing
reading
that
these
they're
weird
on,
books.
he's reading weird things,
books.
and he's into these
Catcher in
weird
the
internet
Rye.
chat rooms. Like it's
Oh,
the
no.
same fucking play.
It is.
It's the same play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Catching the Rye is just
crazy.
boring.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be there. I'm gonna jump out that window.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I'm
even
with
put it
you
in the
on that one.
conversation.
I
with
don't even- yeah.
all those 3 books we just mentioned. Shit all over that boring ass book. And I've read it
1000%.
twice to make sure.
I did the same thing. I
I'm
went
like,
back when I was an adult. I
What
was
am
like, maybe
missing
I
here?
missed it. Yeah.
Like, why is everybody bigging up this book so much? I'm like, nope, this shit's still boring as a
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
still didn't get why
No.
this became like
No.
the weirdo outsider book.
No, there's so
Hell,
many.
I'd rather read The Outsiders.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So it's crazy, man.
we are nerds.
Nah, bro, I'm glad we turned in on this reading shit, bro, because you got to, bro. That's how your mind's a muscle, right? Just like any other muscle. If you do not work it every day, it's not going to grow.
Yeah.
Pause.
No doubt.
It won't. Dog, it's gonna stay there flaccid as a motherfucker. Work that shit.
Flaccid minded.
Yeah, flaccid-minded individuals. That might be the name of the pod.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna grow, bro. And the only way you can feed your mind is, well, not the only way, but one of the guaranteed ways is by reading, bro. Yeah. It stimulates a part of your brain that can't be like replicated or duplicated any other way.
Correct.
You're reading the words and you're digesting the story, and then you're imagining you're building this entire world and this entire situation from inside what some would call the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
Inside your brain, you've built these characters in your mind. You're having dialogue with them. You're putting them in a town that the writer's explaining to you, but you're left to construct this with your imagination.
Exactly.
Nothing else on the face of the earth does that.
Yeah.
Right? And now they got us, plugged in here where you're not allowed to really use your imagination. Mm-hmm. You're seeing everything and you're force-fed. No, this is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. Don't imagine anything outside of that because this is what we want you to see.
Right.
With books, the world is wide open, dog.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you imagine how you ever seen a movie, right? After you read a book, it's one of your favorite books or whatever. You watch the movie and you're like, oh, I don't know. I didn't see the character like that.
Yeah.
Like they fucked up the whole world that I created
In my mind, yeah. No doubt.
That's why I think reading's so important.
Yeah.
I like that positive message to get the fuck up out of here with that one. What do you think?
I'm with it.
Read a book? Kids. Take a look.
look.
Oh, I knew Jay was gonna go back and figure out
On
reading
it.
fucking Rainbow.
On it.
Listen.
I love it.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Until next time, respect the connect. Peace.
I can be.
It's bigger than that.